this is the most critical part, and this is what we talk about the egg countering. We need to know if indeed your eggs have been fertilized or not. It directly the eggs to the light like that. Ever wondered how to hatch 1,000 chicks at once? Now, this afternoon, I'm going to show you using a 1056 egg incubator, which we did receive here at Afrifama. Let me show you how we do first setting, 2 tuning, and 3 how we actually are going to hatch these eggs into chicks in the next 21 days. This is the egg incubator. It has a capacity of 1,056 eggs. Now, this is a huge upgrade from what we were using a few months ago, which was only a mere 56 eggs. Now you can be able to imagine the amount of eggs we've had to increase. Now, this is the outer layer, the outer shell of the egg incubator, and obviously it's being assembled, or rather we did purchase from Kilimo Incubator. Now, this is the company. We actually purchased it from Nairobi, and they delivered here within 2 days, which again is a record time. So this is a mix of aluminium and wooden, and obviously you can be able to see from these different joints, and inside it has also been insulated to ensure that no heat comes out of this, because again we are trying to ensure we have the best, and I mean the best temperatures, the best humidity within this environment. And trust me guys, if we don't have this, then we don't have chicks. Now, first of all is again to see what is on the outer shell. So first of all, we have our computerized panel right here. Look how beautiful this panel is. So ideally, you can be able to see we have different parameters for temperatures, for humidities, and even for the turning. We have even the switch for the lights, the switch for the fan, and of course, this is usually the switch for the incubator. So let's get to see first what is inside. Now, and the good thing is you can see there is actually a glass door here. This ensures that you can actually be able to see what is inside. And on the other end, we tend to have these hatching trays. What is inside this egg incubator is we have the tray. This is used to put in water, which control the level of humidities. Then we tend as well to have the biggest fan, and again this controls the temperatures and airflows within the egg incubator. And of course on the top side we tend to have another tiny egg, another tiny fan which also controls the inlet and outlet of the air. And of course at the top right there, those are our sensors for the humidity as well for the temperature. And then on this other side you can be able to see that we actually tend to have a right bulb outlet which we'll be able to put in a bulb and get to see what's inside. And then obviously these are the codes which are growing in and out, but the most important thing, this is our computerized Arduino system. Now this controls the temperatures, control the turning, and controls the lights and everything. And of course, to be able to know this, it's all captured in this automatic control system. Obviously, as I say, this is computerized and it's controlled by the Arduino system. So how do we do this? See what is inside our 1056 egg incubator. Now, to be able to know how to be able to control this computerized system, it comes in with the manual, which we are going to flip in and get to see what do we need. And these you are able to see all the controls. How, of course, the biggest control that you need to know is one, how do you control the temperatures? And two, how do you control the humidities inside? And obviously, how again are you able to understand all these readings? Now we know what is that. Now we know what we need to be able to run our 1056 egg incubator. So now outside, as you can be able to see from this further end, is we have the cord which controls to the power. Now this morning I have bought a very brand new power king. This is a cable, and again, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be using our brand new solar system, as you can be able to see from this farthest end all the way to this farthest end. And obviously we have our batteries and our solar panels at the top. Now this is very exciting, as it's going to ensure that the kind of energies we're using, our cost tends to come down. Now you know the other part of the energy bit. The light is on and everything you can see, and you can be able to see the reading comes on. It's very interesting. I had not turned it on, right? Seen the inside of the egg incubator. We have been able to do the whole setting, and obviously now this is the time when we are going to use these egg trays to do the setup. Obviously, I had also not shared on something else. We have these trays right there. These are little, we call them the hatching trays, while these are the egg trays. And the difference is in this journey, we'll be using these trays from the very first day to 18th day. But after that moment, we are actually going to transfer the egg from the trays to these big hatching trays here. And the reason being, we don't want our chicks to be hatched and then they drop down, or the worst case scenario, they go to wriggle in. Eventually they break their legs and ultimately they die. So this is why it's so essential, and I'll show you how this whole transition happened. Eggs did actually arrive, and today we have Robert, we have Ali as well, and you can now see how they are. If you have not watched this journey, please click on that link above to be able to see how we actually were able to source these eggs all the way from the research institute. Now we have done the setting. Now this is the most critical part, and this is how you need, or how we are going to set our eggs. Now I want you to look at that egg. What do you see? I will try it again. That's an egg. What do you see? Or if that wasn't enough, I'll even drop it clear to you from that angle. Now, the reason why I'm doing this 3 times is you have to know how to exactly set these eggs. An egg has 2 parts. There is an upper side, which is either sharp pointed or not pointed, depending on how you are holding your leg, and the lower side. So it's advised when you're placing your egg in the nest, you have to ensure that the sharp pointed has to go on the lower side, while the not sharp pointed remains up, because that's where the air sac in, and that's what they call the embryo of the chick. Now let the gentleman from Afrifama help me with the whole setup for the eggs. Unajua mimi kwanza inani confuse, the sharper side ni hii yenye iko juu, si ndio? So now this is our egg and this is our tray. So the upper side, which is sharp pointed, is on the above, and how we are going to do is we place that below there. You can see how beautifully it tends to fit in.